Have you ever looked at your bank account, your career, your responsibilities, and quietly wondered how you can be doing everything right and still feel like you are falling behind? Because if that thought has ever crossed your mind somewhere between your early 30s and mid-40s, you are not alone, and more importantly, it is not random. There is a reason this phase of life feels financially heavier than anyone prepared you for. And today we are going to unpack exactly what is happening beneath the surface and the traps that silently pull people backward during what should be their prime wealth-building years. Now here is something that might surprise you. Based on recent economic data in the United States, people between 30 and 45 are earning some of their highest incomes up to that point. Yet at the same time, their savings rates are often stagnating or even declining. So the question is, if income is going up, why does it still feel like progress is not? Stay with me, because the answer is not what most people think. And by the end of this video, you might look at your financial decisions in a completely different way. Let me tell you a quick story about someone I will call David. David is 34 years old, works in project management, and makes about $85,000 a year, which is a solid income by most standards. He did everything he was told to do. He went to college, got a stable job, avoided major debt outside of student loans, and even started contributing to his retirement account. On paper, David looks like he is winning. But here is what his real life looks like. His rent has climbed significantly over the last few years. His car payment is higher than he planned because he upgraded after his last promotion. He is eating out more because his schedule is busier, and he feels like he deserves it. And he has subscriptions for everything from streaming services to fitness apps that he barely uses. And at the end of every month, he is left asking the same question. Where did my money go? Now here is where it gets interesting. David is not reckless. He is not irresponsible. He is doing what most people in his position are doing. And that is exactly the problem. So here is the first trap, and it is one of the most dangerous because it feels like progress while it is happening. Lifestyle inflation. Have you ever told yourself that once you start earning more, you will finally get ahead financially, only to realize that your expenses seem to rise just as fast as your income? That is not an accident. That is a pattern. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that as income increases, discretionary spending rises significantly, especially in categories like dining out, travel, and personal services. And while each individual decision feels small, the cumulative effect is massive. What makes this trap so dangerous is that it is invisible in the moment, because every upgrade feels justified. You worked hard, so you upgrade your apartment. You got a raise, so you upgrade your car. You are stressed, so you upgrade your lifestyle to compensate. But here is the question most people never ask themselves. What if the very upgrades that are supposed to reflect your success are the same ones quietly preventing you from building real wealth? Think about that for a second. Now let me take you a little deeper into David's story, because this is where things start to connect. A year later, David gets another raise. He is now making over $90,000. And for a brief moment he feels like he has finally turned a corner. But instead of using that increase to build financial stability, he makes a few small changes. He moves to a slightly nicer place closer to downtown. He starts taking more weekend trips. And he tells himself he will start saving more once things settle down. Do you see what is happening here? This brings us to the second trap, and it is one that almost nobody talks about clearly enough. Delayed wealth building. Have you ever said to yourself, I will start investing seriously later, when I have more money, or when life is less busy? Because that thought right there is costing people more than almost anything else. The power of compounding is not just about how much you invest. It is about how early you start. And according to recent financial studies, people who delay investing by even 5 to 10 years can end up with significantly less wealth over time, even if they invest larger amounts later. Let me ask you something. What is more dangerous? Not knowing how to invest, or knowing but waiting too long to act? David, for example, is contributing just enough to his retirement account to get his employer match, which is good. But he is not maximizing his potential. He keeps telling himself he will increase contributions next year. And then next year comes and something else takes priority. Now here is where I want you to really pay attention, Because the next trap is even more subtle, and it affects almost everyone watching this. The illusion of financial control. Have you ever felt like you are managing your money well simply because you are paying your bills on time? Because that is where a lot of people stop. They think if nothing is overdue and they are not in crisis, then everything must be fine. But being stable is not the same as moving forward. In fact, many people stay financially stuck for years because they confuse maintenance with progress. They are maintaining their lifestyle, maintaining their payments, maintaining their routine, but they are not actually building anything. So here is the question I want you to think about. What in your financial life is truly moving you forward? And what is just keeping you in place? Because once you start asking that question honestly, things start to look very different. Now let us go back to David one more time, because his situation is about to reveal something that most people do not realize until it is too late. One evening, David sits down to review his finances, something he has been avoiding for a while, and he notices something that makes him pause. Despite earning more than he did 3 years ago, his savings have barely increased, and his fixed expenses have grown to the point where most of his income is already spoken for, before the month even begins. And that is when it hits him. He is not in control of his money anymore. His lifestyle is. Now I want you to stay with me here, because what comes next is where things start to shift. And the next traps are even more important to understand, because they are not just about spending. They are about decisions that can shape your entire financial future. And one of them might already be affecting you without you even realizing it. Now here is where the story takes a turn that most people never see coming. Because the real danger in your 30s and 40s is not just what you spend. It is what you delay. Let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, I will get serious about investing next year? I will start saving more when I get a raise. I will deal with my debt when things calm down. That delay feels harmless in the moment, but over time it becomes one of the most expensive habits you can have. Go back to David for a second. After that promotion at 38, he told himself he would finally get organized. He opened a spreadsheet, watched a few videos, and even set up a retirement account. But he never automated anything. Every month, he planned to invest whatever was left over, and every month something came up. A birthday, a trip, a home repair. Something always felt more urgent. Now here is the question I want you to sit with. What if the problem is not your discipline? What if the problem is your system? Because people do not fail financially because they do not care. They fail because their system depends on willpower. And willpower does not survive real life. Think about this. Recent data shows that a large percentage of Americans in their 40s have less than $100,000 saved for retirement. Not because they never earned money, but because they never built a system that made saving automatic. So what changed for David? One small decision. Instead of trying to invest whatever was left over, he flipped the order. He started paying himself first. Every paycheck, a fixed amount moved automatically into his investment accounts before he even saw it. No decision required. No willpower needed. And something interesting happened. At first, it felt tight, like he had less money to work with. But within a few months he adjusted. His spending adapted to what was left. And for the first time in his life, he was building wealth consistently. Now let me ask you another question. What would happen if your financial progress did not depend on how motivated you felt this month? What if it just happened in the background, no matter what? That is the difference between people who feel stuck and people who move forward. Not intelligence, not income, systems. But there is another trap that hits hard in this age range, and almost nobody talks about it openly. Lifestyle inflation. This is the one that feels like success while it is quietly holding you back. Every time your income increases, your lifestyle wants to increase with it. Better car, better house, better vacations. And none of those things are wrong on their own. The problem is when every extra dollar you earn gets absorbed by a more expensive version of your life. Let me show you how subtle this is. Imagine you get a raise that increases your monthly income by $500. It feels like a big win. But instead of using that money to build assets, you upgrade your lifestyle. Maybe your rent goes up. Maybe you finance a nicer car. Maybe your monthly subscriptions increase. And just like that, the $500 disappears. Now fast forward 5 years. You are earning more than ever before, but your financial position has barely improved. Does that sound familiar? Here is the uncomfortable truth. If your lifestyle grows at the same rate as your income, you will stay in the same financial position forever. So what is the solution? It is not to deprive yourself. It is to control the split. Every time your income increases, you decide in advance where that money goes. A portion goes to improving your life, and a portion goes to building your future. Not someday. Not when you feel ready. Immediately. Let me ask you one more question. Are you building a life that looks successful, or a life that actually is secure? Because those two are not always the same. Now there is one final trap that hits people especially hard between 30 and 45, and this one is emotional. Comparison. You look around, and it feels like everyone is ahead of you. Someone bought a house. Someone started a business. Someone is traveling the world. And without realizing it, you start measuring your life against theirs. But here is what you do not see. You do not see their debt. You do not see their stress. You do not see the trade-offs they made to get there. And this is where people make their worst financial decisions. Not from logic, but from pressure. They upgrade their lifestyle not because they can afford it, but because they feel like they should. They take on debt to keep up with an image. They rush decisions that should have taken time. So let me ask you something directly. Are you making financial decisions based on your reality, or someone else's highlight reel? Because the moment you start chasing someone else's life, you lose control of your own. Now let us bring everything together. Between 30 and 45, the biggest financial traps are not obvious. They are subtle. Lifestyle inflation, delayed investing, invisible expenses, debt that feels normal, decisions driven by comparison. And here is the most important part. None of these traps mean you are bad with money. They mean you are human. That the difference between staying stuck and moving forward comes down to awareness and action. So here is what I want you to do after this video. First, look at your numbers honestly. Not what you think they are, not what you hope they are, what they actually are. Second, build one system that works without your attention. Automate your savings or investments starting this month. Third, decide in advance how you will handle your next increase in income. Do not wait until it happens. And finally, stop comparing your financial journey to people you do not fully understand. Because the goal is not to look successful. The goal is to be secure. And I want to leave you with one final question. If nothing changed over the next 5 years except what you are already doing today, where would you end up financially? Would you be proud of that outcome? Or would you wish you had made a change sooner? Because the truth is, the next 5 years are going to pass anyway. The only question is whether they move you forward or keep you in the same place. Thank you for watching. If this made you think differently about your finances even for a moment, then you are already ahead of where you were before. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And if you are ready to start building real wealth in the real world, stay with this channel, because we are just getting started. I will see you in the next one.